Welcome to Raising the Strong. I'm Jasmine, and today I am doing my very first unhaul. So today I'm going to be unhauling books. I'm trying to really be intentional about how much space I take up with my books. We live in a townhouse, we don't have that much space, so I have to limit the amount of books that I keep. So every year, or about 6 months, I kind of look through all my books and see what I could pass on or donate. I love going to thrift stores and Goodwill and kind of seeing what I can find there. So I think like passing the books on, someone else might find it and enjoy it. So first up, we have High Performance Habits. I don't have the cover, so I'll try to put a picture of what this looks like. It's like, has this kind of like neon yellow and gray cover, I think. I got as a gift, and so did my husband, this the same Christmas. It was like, I think it was 2 years ago. My husband asked for this book, and because it was really being talked about as being great for business owners and all that. And then my brother, who was my Secret Santa that year, got me the book in addition to some other things he got me. So my husband started reading it and really didn't like it. He says it was really salesy and kind of just like a mashup of other books that he had read. I hadn't read business books at that point, so I was like, well, let me give it a try because I've read less, so maybe it would be, more engaging for me, or I would be able to get more out of it. And I felt the same way. This author, who's this written by? Brendan Burchard. Burchard. And I felt the same way. He's like encourages you to do like this test or assessment, and then he like emails you, but then it's like he just bombards you with emails after. So I told my husband, like, I really want to read something like this. What can you recommend? Okay, so he recommended 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and oh my gosh, that book has changed my life. I'm still working through it. I listened to a lot of it. So he recommended 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and oh my goodness, that book is fantastic. It is not just for business owners. It's I guess more of a self-help book in that it really helps you kind of break down your habits and why you have them, why we hang on to them. I listened to most of the book on audio, and I decided to get a hard copy, and I was actually looking through it, and I should do a whole other video. I'm gonna do a whole other video about that. But anyways, if this has caught your eye and you still haven't bought it, I would not recommend getting it. I would instead recommend getting 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So this is the first unhaul. Second is, it's a little dusty, Designing Your Own Classical Curriculum, A Guide to Catholic Home Education by Laura M. Berquist. At the start of homeschool, wasn't really sure what I was gonna do. My mom passed this book on to me. We do more of a secular version of homeschooling. So, but that doesn't mean that I don't read Christian books about homeschooling, because a lot of them do explore classic literature and have really great recommendations for things. This one is very Catholic, and I was looking at it, and I really think that my sister, who's just started her family, would probably benefit more from this. I still held on to some that my mom gave me, and I'll talk about more of those in a video. But for now, I'm going to unhaul this book, pass it on to my sister. Hopefully she'll get some good stuff out of it. Next one is A Mother's Rule of Life by Holly Pierlot. How to Bring Order to Your Home and Peace to Your Soul. I really love this book. This book did bring a lot of peace to my soul when I first started motherhood, and I was a stay-at-home mom, but I still worked in the evenings. I had like a data entry job, and I just felt really overwhelmed with managing a home, which is a job. It's like 100% the most full-time job you will ever get. And I really enjoyed this book. I love her perspective, and it's like a very loving way that she writes. It is faith-based, but I think even if you're not religious, you could get a lot out of this book. One of the women I look up to a lot, she has an incredible blog, Wellness Mama, and I'll link her in the description below. I've followed her since before I started having kids. She has 6 kids. She has this incredible business. She's written books. She has a podcast. I think she just hit like her 500th episode or something like that. She's incredible. And she actually talked about this book, and I already had it, but she talked about it, how it really helped her. This is also good for like meal planning and incorporating like stuff for yourself. So she I think she does like the 5 Ps, like, I don't remember them, but different relationships, like your relationship to God, your relationship to your partner, your relationship to yourself, your relationship to your kids, and kind of dissecting all of those, kind of thinking of what your roles are and what you want to get accomplished in that. So I think this is a really good resource. If you're a stay-at-home parent, feeling overwhelmed, I recommend this. Even if you're not religious, if you are, definitely pick this up. Okay, last of the adult Unhaul. Now, if you know this book, you might be freaking out and be like, there's something wrong with this woman. Why is she unhauling the book thief? Okay, I haven't read this yet. I buy books at thriftbooks.com. I love that website because we get so many books for homeschool, and you can really find great things on there. So every few books that you order, they give you a free book. And this has only happened to me twice, but you don't really need to buy that many books to get a free book. It's pretty cool, but it has to be under $5. So I got one, Watership Down. It was really old. I mean, they're obviously books that they're probably trying to get rid of. But I was like, okay, I could deal with like really old, okay? But then this one comes and it is just written up. Like, I think someone just used this for school. And again, underlining and highlighting, like, I could be okay with that too. But this is just, I mean, it's just used. Like, this book has been worked. And I've heard so many wonderful things about this book. And I really feel like it's going to be one of those books that is just a really special experience. And I don't want to be distracted by like notes and colors and underlining. So I'm going to pass this up. I don't know anyone that would buy this, but maybe they, if it's like $1 and they have to read it for school and they don't care, or they want to look at the notes to help them, maybe. That might be great. But I went ahead and just ordered a new copy for myself. So, and then if I unhaul it later to make room, then I'm passing off a nicer version. Okay, that's all the adult books. I just have 3 kid books that I'm unhauling, and these are actually going to be gifts to my niece. Okay, the first one is Giraffes, Can't Dance. This is a really cute book about, I think it's like a dance party that the animals are having, and everyone knows how to dance. They have their own style and flavor, but the animals all think, and the giraffe thinks that he can't or she can't dance. And then she gets, you can see my lighting ring on this book. And then she, or he, I don't know. Cricket encourages the giraffe to maybe just listen to a different song and see if maybe that will inspire the giraffe to start dancing. And I won't tell you the ending of the book. But this is by Giles Andre and Guy Parker Reese. I know a lot of people really love this book, and so I'm gonna pass it off to my niece. We're gonna give it to her from my girls to her. She's getting into the board books and stuff. She's not even 1, but she's ready to turn 5 already. So this one's unhauled. The next one is What Do You Do? Another really super cute book by Mandy Stanley. This kind of goes through like, look how beautiful that is. Different animals and what they do. This is a really good book to kind of memorize. My daughters, we read this over and over and over again. And then they had all of the stuff memorized. But it's really bright. Oh my gosh, that lighting ring is driving me crazy. I left my other lighting at our academy, so we're gonna just have to suffer through this. Really beautiful illustrations, and little babies and toddlers just really, really get excited about that. So that one's going off. And then 1, 2, 3 Climb by Carol Thompson. We actually got this for free at some event here in town from this organization. I wish I remembered, but it was a while ago, and I don't know about other moms, but the first few years of motherhood were a blur. I don't remember much. I remember where we got this, but I don't remember the organization. I actually don't know that they're around anymore. Maybe Corona impacted them. Maybe they'll come back. I'm not sure, but it's a really cute book. I think my niece is gonna love it. I mean, kids love to see other kids in books, so we're gonna give that to her. And that's it. That is my unhaul. I actually thought I was gonna have more books, but I kind of want to read everything. This year, I really want to read my shelves. And I say read my shelves, like I think I have a total of like 40 books in my like a library for me. The girls have their own library, but I just haven't read for a while consistently, and I really want to break that habit, and I have. The past few months I've been really great about reading, so hopefully I'll read more. And there's some books that I already know I'm probably gonna get rid of, but I just still want to read and kind of like just get that last bit of information, and then I could pass it on. So we'll see, but I'll be doing some other videos about what I'm currently reading, what I want to read, and all of that. I'm excited. I made like my first book video. This is a big moment for my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao. I don't know what to do here. Okay.